I never believed that one small decision could ruin everything I worked for. But that's exactly what happened. It started on a random Tuesday evening. Nothing special, no warning signs. Just 1 minute, and my life split into before and after. I was 27 at the time, living in a small apartment in Ohio. Not rich, not broke. Just a regular guy with a steady job, a quiet routine, and big dreams I kept to myself. I worked as a night supervisor at a distribution warehouse. Long hours, heavy work, but it paid the bills. And for the first time in my life, I felt stable. That night, I clocked out at 11:47 p.m. Cold air hit my face as I walked to my car. The parking lot was almost empty. That's when I heard it. "Hey, excuse me?" A weak voice. I turned around. A man stood near the gate, mid-40s maybe, dirty jacket, blood on his forehead. He looked terrified. "I'm sorry to bother you," he said. "Can you help me for just 1 minute?" Every instinct told me to keep walking. It was late, I was tired, and something about his eyes made me uneasy. But then he added, "I think someone's following me." I stopped. He showed me his phone. The screen was cracked. "No signal," he said. "I just need to make one call. 1 minute, please." I hesitated, but I handed him my phone. That was the moment everything went wrong. He dialed a number quickly, turned his back to me, whispered something I couldn't hear. Then, suddenly, sirens. Police lights flooded the parking lot. The man dropped my phone and ran. I froze. 2 police cars pulled in fast. Officers jumped out with guns drawn. "Don't move! Hands up!" I didn't even understand what was happening. They slammed me against my car, cuffed me. I kept saying, "Wait, I didn't do anything." One officer picked up my phone from the ground. Then his face changed. He looked at me slowly and said, "Sir, do you know this phone was just used to coordinate an armed robbery?" My stomach dropped. I laughed nervously. "That's not possible. Someone else used it." They didn't laugh. That night, I was arrested. At the station, they told me everything. An armed robbery had just happened at a nearby gas station. The suspect matched the man I helped. Witnesses said the robber made a call seconds before fleeing. That call came from my phone. I tried explaining over and over. I helped a stranger. He asked for 1 minute. They nodded, like they'd heard it 1,000 times before. I spent the night in a cell. Cold, bright lights, no sleep. In the morning, I was charged as an accomplice. My job fired me the same day. No tolerance policy, HR said. My bank account froze during the investigation. My landlord gave me a notice. Friends stopped answering my calls. Even my own brother said, "Man, just tell me the truth." That hurt more than anything. The case dragged on for months. My lawyer said, "There's no evidence you planned it, but it doesn't look good." The stranger was never caught. Security footage showed his face clearly, but he vanished. And since the call came from my phone, I was the easiest person to blame. Every court date felt like standing in front of a firing squad. Online records listed my name under criminal cases. Employers wouldn't touch me. I lost everything: the apartment, the car, my savings. I moved into a cheap basement room, worked cash jobs, stopped trusting people. I hated myself for being kind. One night, almost a year later, I was sitting alone in that basement. Phone buzzed. Unknown number. I almost ignored it, but something made me answer. "Hello?" Silence. Then a familiar voice. "You helped me once." My heart stopped. It was him, the stranger. I couldn't speak. "I owe you an apology," he said calmly. "You weren't supposed to get caught." I started shaking. "Why are you calling me?" I whispered. "Because I'm leaving the country," he said, "and I need to clear my conscience." I screamed at him. "You destroyed my life!" He sighed. "I was desperate. You were convenient." Then he said something that still haunts me. "You were too kind for your own good." I recorded the call, every word. The next day, I took it to my lawyer. For the first time, hope appeared. They traced the call, matched the voice with old records. 3 months later, charges against me were dropped. Quietly. No apology from the police, no compensation. Just a piece of paper saying I was cleared. But the damage? Permanent. My reputation was ruined. My mental health shattered. I couldn't go back to my old life. So I started over. Different city, different job, different mindset. I stopped helping strangers blindly, not because kindness is wrong, but because the world isn't fair. Sometimes being good costs more than being selfish. Even now, years later, I still think about that night.
I thought
One
freedom
minute,
would feel better.
One decision.
After the
one
charges were
stranger,
dropped, I
and
expected
everything
relief.
I lost.
Peace. Closure. But freedom didn't feel like winning. It felt empty. No celebration. No apology. No explanation to the people who abandoned me. The court cleared my name in silence, the same way they destroyed it. I walked out of that building with a thin folder in my hand and nothing else. No job waiting. No home. No one clapping for the innocent man. Just a piece of paper saying, "You're free to go." Free to go where? I moved to a different state, Indiana this time. New city, new number. I stopped using social media completely. I took a job driving overnight deliveries. No coworkers. No conversations. Just me, the road, and my thoughts. At night, my mind replayed everything. The parking lot. The stranger's eyes. The sirens. Sometimes I'd wake up sweating, convinced I was back in that cell. I tried therapy. It helped a little. But there was something eating me from the inside. Anger. Not loud anger. Quiet, poisonous anger. The man who ruined my life was still out there. Living. Breathing. Free. While I was rebuilding from ashes, 2 years passed. Slowly, life stabilized. I rented a small apartment. Saved money again. Even smiled sometimes. Then one night, fate reminded me it wasn't done with me. I was unloading packages behind a grocery store at 3:12 a.m. Cold, silent. I heard footsteps. My body froze. A voice said calmly, "You look healthier." I turned around. It was him. Older. Thinner. But unmistakably the same man. The stranger. My heart slammed against my ribs. I couldn't move. Couldn't scream. He smiled. "Relax," he said. "I'm not here to hurt you." I laughed, a broken, angry laugh. "You already did." He nodded slowly. "I know. I wanted to punch him. Run him over. Call the police." But my body refused to cooperate. "You followed me?" I asked. "No," he said. "I recognized your name on a delivery tag. World's funny like that." He stepped closer. "I won't take much of your time. I just need to talk." I should have walked away. But curiosity and rage kept me there. He told me his real name. Daniel. He said he'd been running scams and robberies for years, using people like tools. "You were different," he said. "You didn't hesitate." I snapped. "That makes me special?" "No," he replied. "It makes you human." That sentence broke something inside me. He told me why he called that night 2 years ago. Not guilt. Fear. "I thought you'd track me down," he admitted. "I underestimated how broken you were." I clenched my fists. "So why now?" I asked. His voice lowered. "Because I'm dying. Cancer. Late stage. Doctors gave him less than a year. I've been cleaning up my mess," he said. "Or trying to?" He reached into his jacket and pulled out an envelope. "Cash. A lot of it." "This won't fix what I did," he said. "But it's all I have." I stared at it. My hands shook. Every unpaid bill.